Hey guys, this is Mike here from e-commerce scaling strategy by Sales Genomics. And today I wanted to cover a topic of branding, namely why people do not believe your brand. Most of the e-commerce owners, they think they really run a brand, but the reality is that in most cases, this is really just some dropshipping store or a product, and it's really far away from really calling this a brand, right? And it's really a hard question to answer because most e-commerce owners, they have their ego involved and they really want to say, yes, I have a brand. Well, in fact, they don't really have it. But at the same time, everyone wants to be a brand because brands last, because they retain customers, and because they tend to be very profitable. This is what differentiates like the brand from just a product. Even when you have a great product, it will eventually die out versus when you have a good brand, it will last much longer, right? So let's start from understanding what a brand is. And this is going to be pretty loose interpretation of a definition, right? So a brand is a representation of values that the company stands for and the specific experience associated with buying and using the product. So for example, if you're selling apparel, you want a brand that displays quality, good customer service, uniqueness, authenticity. Maybe you want to care about the environment and you want to show your story to your customers so that they really believe and they can vibe with the values you represent. But obviously people are not going to trust you if you will not prove repeatedly to them that what you stand for is actually true. First of all, like you need to do something to achieve some real believability of your brand. If you're not going to do this in your funnel, in your advertising, you will never make it as a brand. How to make sure that you're not seen just as another commodity product or random product on the internet or, God forbid, a dropshipping store. Basically, this is all about the messaging you're displaying, and this can be split into several categories, which I'm going to list. So listen carefully because I really think this is going to be some good value for you here. So first of all, you look at the product and you really want to make sure that you sell a high quality product that isn't a copy of something already existing, is durable, and has a design that actually corresponds with the branding that you have chosen. Then the second thing is the website, something you need to look at. The website needs to be fast, clean, reliable, and correspond with the branding, obviously. Then the next thing that people oftentimes skip, which is crazy in my opinion, is the customer service. It should be easy for customers to find your contact information. Ideally, you would have a live chat on the website and on Facebook so that people can connect with you and you can advise them as to what they should buy and their different purchasing options. Then the next thing on the list is policies. You should carefully craft your shipping and refund policy. Those should be easily accessible and customer friendly. It should be very clear for people to understand how long the customer needs to wait before they receive their product so they don't have to worry. And this is the way you build trust between yourself and your customers. And every big brand actually knows this is the case. When you look at big retailers, for example, like Zalando, Asos, and so on, they are so customer centric. If they lose your product, they sometimes just refund you the money and you get the product for free and stuff like that, right? So you think, like how you can actually compete against them, because the reality is that you do. Like even if you do not want to compete with them, you do compete with them, no matter what market you currently are in. The next thing, and that is oftentimes overlooked, is the About Us info. So, not only the marketing, but on the website itself, you can display the information as to how you founded the business, how you came up with the idea that you have, and what differentiates you from the competition, what's your real story. Because if you show your real story, people vibe with it, because this is the natural way people tend to share and remember information, right? It's stories. And then I think the biggest one, which is the most crazy, is the proper marketing messaging, right? So I'm going to repeat this. Like proper marketing messaging is, I think, the most important of this all, or the biggest, or maybe actually the most overlooked one. Most e-com store owners, they do not really know what their customer personas are, let alone they have a coherent marketing message that is proven to work for these personas. They usually focus too heavily on technical aspects of their product, while they completely forget about the emotional aspect of buying it, right? So they can say like, hey, this product, has features XYZ, it solves this and this problem, but actually they forget about the fact that at the end of the day, people buy stuff mostly for emotional reasons, right? Because they want to feel good and they do not want to feel bad about something, right? So if you completely skip the experiential part of buying something and the emotions associated with it, then you leave a lot of money on the table and you're really missing the point as to why people are doing things. So you need to show the customers how it feels to use the product, who's using this product and why they're using the product, and all the emotions associated with it. That's a super hard thing to do, and it really requires a lot of empathy towards the customer and a clear understanding of your personas. But if you nail it and if you play this right, this is a massive upside that will make a real difference to your bottom line, revenues and profits. I actually want to touch the base more on this last part. Like I want to show you how you can really nail the formula to build a perfect customer experience throughout the funnel. So I'm gonna publish 3 extra pieces on this. Look out for them on my profile. I think I'll publish this in the group as well and or on the YouTube, and we'll really focus on step-by-step breakdown to figure out how to nail your formula and how to find the best ideas to convert your visitors into paying customers. Thanks for watching the video and hope to speak with you again soon.